Alright, hey guys, so this dream I had last night, and it's about, kind of the sun clothes. I need to, like, at least, like, get ready for the day, but, this dream was weird. Like, it started off with me being in, like a prison or jail cell, and it was weird because it was like a hole in the ground. Like an actual mining hole where we had to crawl in. And it was weird because it's like a mining place. It's claustrophobic. It's freaking hot. Like really really freaking hot and that stuff. And then for some reason there's this loud noise that's ringing in my ears. And for some reason I feel like the closer I get, because I haven't even gone to my cell yet, but as soon as I get to my cell, it's gonna be more hot, and the ringing's gonna be a lot worse. So I'm like totally scared with that. And then I woke up, and then I was like, oh, it's just a dream, and it was kind of hot, so that kind of made sense. And I guess I had like my TV on. I was playing this ASMR with a fidget spinner. I was like, that's not even like, an ASMR sound. That's just annoying as frick, man. But so I wake up from that. I go back to sleep, and then I have this weird dream where it was like another high school dream, where it's like we had a senior trip and we went to Universal Studios. And what happened was is that there's like two rooms, so I guess we're like spending the night in two rooms. And then it's all like the new Dead Island game just dropped, because I guess like Dead Island 2 came out and that stuff, like just recently. And then like I was just reminiscing, I guess, the senior trip we had. But we stayed in this building of two rooms, like two rooms, like not two floors, but like two separate rooms that connected together. And it was crazy because it was like the first Dead Island where like we're all trapped in like inside the room, and we have to escape it and that stuff. And we have like these poles, like these vaulting poles and that stuff, and like these spears that you stick into the ground for like tikis and that stuff. And then like we opened a door and we let zombies in, but these were like walkers, like they weren't runners. But anyways, we had to like stab them in the head and that stuff. And we all got in like a killer circle. If you ever watched The Croods, we got in our killer circle formation and that stuff. And this was actually scary, man. I mean, I thought we were gonna get bit, because one time we got separated because we're all focused on one zombie instead of another and that stuff. And I was like, yeah, we're dead. And it was weird because like all of a sudden, like we had like vents on the roofs and that stuff, and they got so big that they looked like holes that like anybody can walk in. And then like after we got done clearing the area and we killed every living dead that was walking and that stuff, we grabbed like nails and a drill, and we started drilling like the barricades and that stuff. And then there was some scavengers and that stuff that went out. It's so weird because like we're having this apocalypse while we're able to explore Universal Studios, which is like totally not infected. So I guess it was just like, I guess we're in a gamer vibe and that stuff. Like we're like a bunch of us, instead of going to Universal Studios, we decided to just play the new release of Dead Island, which was kind of stupid because in real life I think I would choose the amusement park than Dead Island that I can play another time. So that was kind of like, I was like, why would I do that? And I remember at the last days, like we had an hour left, and I was like, screw it, I gotta go on at least one ride. And so my favorite ride at the Cali place is the Mummy ride. If you haven't ever been there, definitely check out that place. I love the Mummy ride. Like, The Simpsons is cool. I remember the Jurassic Park ride too, and that was awesome. But I think the Mummy had to been my favorite. And what happened? So that and for some reason there's this part where like I guess it was like Will Smith was with another chick, and I guess he had like a tall wife or like that stuff. And like she was hot, right? And then like for some reason like we decided to hook up and that stuff. We didn't really hook up. We ended up like going into like one room where it's like this theater room or floor where like people unload their baggage and that stuff. Like it's not the room where people sleep in. It's like just the room where people have piles of clothes. But anyways, I had like a little like what do you call it? One of those movie screens and that stuff. And we like a projection room and that stuff. And we were able to watch movies and that stuff. So we kicked in and watched movies. And I remember that. I thought that was kind of cool. It was like black. I remember, like it was like like it had that movie theater vibe where it was like had the screen light reflecting off the room, and it was dark, and it was like a flat carpet floor and that stuff. But it was kind of cool. I remember I just remember it was weird, like the Dead Island 2 and all stuff. Like it was like graphics were better, but it felt like it was virtual reality, but it felt more realistic. And I remember like there's this screw it, I'm gonna have a perverted mind. So like there's like this chick, like if you ever played like Bloodborne, there's like that doll that like upgrades your weapons and stuff. There's like the same thing with the chick over there in Dead Island, what's crazy and stuff, but I guess it's so real you can like take off her bra and like that stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's freaking awesome. But that's as far as I'm gonna go into detail with that and the dream. But other than that, that's kind of all I remember. So anyway, stay safe, don't start an apocalypse. Check out Universal Studios' The Mummy Ride and the new Dead Island 2 game. Alright, peace.